2026 with a 123-108 win over the Dallas Mavericks down here in Texas. Hi there, everybody. Paula and Kate with you. You didn't have the New Year's glasses? You don't want to put them back on?
I've got them right here, just in case. Just in case.
Well, and thank goodness for the win on Tuesday, allowing us to wear those ridiculous things in the open. And thank goodness for everybody. Everybody contributed to this win tonight.
Yeah, it was a huge win. And we talked about building off of Memphis, right? You don't want to take a step back. You don't want to even stay stagnant. You want to continue to grow. And you want to continue to kind of take these guys, Joel, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey, take them out for a spin. See what you got there underneath the hood. And I think that's what we've been able to do the last couple games, all the while playing good defense and building from what you've had in the last outcome.
I like that. Leave your license with the dealer. Take them out for a spin. All right, let's take this for a spin. I like that. The car tie-in. It's time for the Corolla crossover, brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. And let's take it for a spin back up to our NBC Sports Philadelphia studios. Mark Jackson, second straight win with this lineup, with the big three, with VJ Edgecombe. Quentin looks great off the bench. What did you like most about this total team win tonight down here in Texas?
I like the punch, the offensive punch, Kate. You know, when you got VJ, Maxey, and Joel with 79 points, and if you throw Grimes in there, that was 98 total points from 4 players, not mentioning Paul George. That showed a well-rounded attack with multiple guys that can put buckets on the board. They lost a game in Chicago, as Maxey said, they couldn't score the ball because they didn't have that. Tonight, they came out and showed their firepower.
All right, well, looking forward to seeing you and Amy talk all about it for the next 30 minutes on Post Game Live, coming up in just about a minute. Good work tonight.
For the Sixers, they get a nice win in Dallas, and they dominated this one. The Mavs came back a little bit, and the Sixers said, not so fast, my friend, led by 2 guys from the Texas area, one from Dallas, one from Houston, as we welcome you here to Sixers Post Game Live, brought to you by Cure Auto Insurance. Amy Fiddle alongside Mark Jackson. And we're going to talk a lot about Tyrese Maxey, and rightfully so, but I feel like we have a little bit of nod to the man from Houston, the other Mr. Texas basketball that was in the game for this one. Quentin Grimes had a very nice second half, especially.
Absolutely, all over the place, playing in passing lanes. I know he scored the ball particularly well with 19 tonight, but what I observe him on the defensive end, how he was jumping past lanes, he really threw Dallas off. He was reading that very well. But then his ability to score the ball, he was been in a slump. It's good to see him put 2 good games back to back.
Tyrese Maxey loves playing against his hometown team. He put up a lot of points against them in the win on December 20th. He did it again tonight, a 34 spot. 8 rebounds, 10 assists, just the 3 turnovers. You can see his field goal percentage. That's 58% for those of you scoring at home. And he was enjoying it. You heard him talking with Kate Scott and Alad Zanabi. He is our Colonial Nissan game changer, and rightfully so, especially in the second half. A lot of praise to Tyrese Maxey, rightfully so. I mean, that's a big-time compliment coming from a Hall of Fame point guard in Jason Kidd. What do you make of the way that we see Tyrese Maxey? The expectation now is 30 points. That's what we're used to seeing from him. This is no longer an anomaly when you're looking at games like this.
Consistency. He's proven being a bright spot for the 76ers with consistency and his ability to score the ball so fluently and effortlessly. You know, you see him running around there, his speed just makes it so tough to, like, I just as a big man who had to switch out and blitz, being double team on pick and rolls, I couldn't imagine trying to blitz a guy that fast and double team him on that pick and rolls and try to keep him contained.
Yeah.
It's nearly impossible.
When you were playing and you would come back to Philadelphia, harder for you to come back and play well here because you had a lot of pressure because it was your hometown?
Yeah, yes. For me personally, Amy, I never had good games versus the Sixers. You know, no matter whether it was road or coming back here, I never had good games. You know, I don't know what it was, but maybe, I don't know if it was the pressure. I just had so many people here.
Right.
You know, it was just, I don't know. But for me, I never could. It's impressive to see Maxey do it, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's played well. In his career, he's averaging over 20 points against the Mavericks, and you can see what he did in front of that crowd, 34 points. And it's a lot of fun to watch because, as he mentioned it, he's like, I got to sleep in my own bed last night. I get to sleep in my own bed tonight. And I think that he does really enjoy it. But this is not anything unusual at this point. 34 points, I mean, he's the 3rd leading scorer in the NBA. He plays the most minutes, and he's efficient, 58%. That's what we're used to seeing.
Absolutely. We're used to seeing that, and you think as the Sixers get healthier and healthier and more guys, more weapons in a lineup, you can't really help off him as much. So now you're leaving whoever's defending Maxey on the island to try to defend that little speed dude by himself. It's impossible. So you put that on, see his efficiency now, and when Oubre, Watford comes back, then it's like the sky's the limit for his efficiency.
Yeah, the big 3 of Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Paul George, they were 0 for 4. Thanks to the 2 back-to-back wins, they're now 2-6 with those guys. Let's check in now with Nick Nurse.
Let's talk about how they performed in your opinion tonight.
Well, I think that probably the best, overall for all 3 of them that we've seen probably in any stretch, right? So, obviously, really good to see. But I thought for the most part, other than a little bit of a shaky defensive start, for the most part, everybody played pretty well. Right? Obviously, Grimes played 2 19-minute stints off the bench, did a really good job defensively, and then obviously hit some big shots in the fourth.
What did you guys do with Cooper? You limited him to, I believe, 1 shot in the second half. Was there anything different, or was it just guys getting over screens and just kind of?
Yeah, nothing major other than we really just tried to be into him, take up his space, right? Even if he brought it up the floor, we tried to pick him up the floor. Just feel like, we want to try to keep a body on him and in front of him as much as we could. And again, Barlow didn't do much here on the stat sheet, but he worked really hard for the 18 minutes he was on him. And they actually took him out, which gave us a chance to go a little smaller because we wanted Barlow on him. And then Q had to take him for the rest of the time and just worked really hard, He drew a lot of our attention, that's for sure. Yeah.
Was this one of the cleanest games you guys have played all season long?
Yeah, I think so. I think, I kind of told them at halftime, I thought, once we settled in finally defensively there from about 4 minutes on in the first quarter through the second, but I thought we were really making good decisions on offense. I thought the ball was really going to where it needed to go, and there was doubles. We were getting it out clean and moving it around, and when there wasn't lane to drive, we drove it, all those kind of things. I just thought we made really good decisions for the most part on offense. Maybe not to start the third quarter, but most of the game, which was really good to see.
You talk about the defense on Cooper, but
Yep.
also your guards played pretty well on the defensive end too. You had Edgecombe with 4 steals, Maxey had 2 steals, 2 blocks. It's starting to step it up on that. I know Edgecombe been going very well all season.
Yep.
But it seems like,
Yeah, again, those guys are both lightning quick, and we're trying to work on some things where they can create some turnovers. Where some pick six. Those are huge. Even Q has such a burst into some passing lanes, and you get 1 or 2 of those a game that gives you a free layup at the other end. We try to be aggressive with guys that are making spin moves and things like that. You send those guys down. We get hurt by it sometimes, a little over aggressive, but I think for the most part we created some turnovers and that turned into some easy offense. That it?
all right.
Okay, thanks. See you.
Everybody.
Okay, we will see you. Oh, there it is. Clap your hands. 2 in a row for the Sixers. They improved to 18-14 on the season. Talk a little bit more about this game. Yeah, it's a way to start the ring in the new year right now. We're also going to take a look at Joel Embiid and VJ Edgecombe's day. That's coming right back here on Sixers Postgame Live, brought to you by Cure Auto Insurance.